you, our brokers. Chris is going to give us a presentation today. Thank you for being here, Chris.
Oh, thank you for having me. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today?
Great. Lisa, can you put the screen so low?
I'm sorry?
If everyone will mute, and then Lisa, if you'll put, there we go. Okay. It's all yours, Chris.
All right. So as I was introduced, my name is Chris Myers, and I'm the president of My Digital Advertising. And sorry, one sec here. And we are experts. One second. We are experts in online behavioral data and display side platform of the Boost product. Essentially, we understand where your ad should be shown, when, and how much. And then Property Panorama is the engine behind the automation of our product, and they have been in the digital marketing business since 2001. So just not to confuse anyone, the Boost product is accessible through the Property Panorama platform that you all have access to now. Boost is a new product offering where Property Panorama and My Digital Advertising have formed a strategic partnership in order to bring you this online product. What we will review in this presentation today is a quick rundown is what is display advertising and how the product works. Why utilize display advertising within your marketing strategy. Ease of use through our automation and connections with your MLS and association. The enterprise level, the huge advantages to enterprise level packages, consistent and well-rounded approach to your online advertising and branding, agent advertising and how automated it is, and then from a brokerage standpoint, recruitment and retargeting, along with our unbeatable prices. Statistics in your area, the San Antonio and Austin area over the last 6 months, and what your display advertising goals are. Really what we're willing to put forward to kind of prove out our product with you and doing some A/B tests. So getting into the presentation itself, what is display advertising and what is the purpose of it? Well, the simple answer to that is branding. But display advertising is priced and should be used in a way to support your lead generation goals. Display advertising is not PPL, we're not a Zillow, or it's not a, going outside of the real estate industry, it's not a home advisor, where the same lead goes to 4, 5, or 6 different agents or people or companies. What we're looking to do is begin to manufacture your own traffic, your own exposure, your own leads that are not paying the PPL rates. So a consistent approach to your marketing efforts for long-term gains and long-term goals. So a few stats I want to share with you is this slide really speaks for itself. The scary part of this stat is that this is a 2019 statistic. So just under 7 hours per day are spent online. And in 2020, we were saying that that amount of time is going to be off the charts from all devices. Now we're talking about computers, tablets, laptops, phones, apps, just anytime you're online, social media. So that's a scary stat, and we're looking to see what it's going to look like for 2020. So within the enterprise package, one of the unique things we do is we provide a listing presentation to the brokerage for every single one of their agents. Your agents will be using the most up-to-date versions of audience targeting and metrics in the industry. And Boost maintains this presentation, and we communicate that to your agents. So the presentation itself has a look and feel for your brand and their agent information. And it's given to each agent in 2 different formats. So one format to be able to easily plug into a presentation when sitting with clients into a tablet, and then also a printed version or a PDF, so they can have a leave behind as well. And then this last one is very simply advertise where people are spending the majority of their time. People are on the phones, tablets, computers, social media. With Boost, we generate a well-rounded approach to your digital marketing including both the web and Facebook, with all of our campaigns. So that makes us very unique in the industry. A lot of our competitors like to nickel and dime, but we include everything because you really need that well-rounded approach in order to have a very good and positive digital footprint out on the internet. So getting into a little bit more about what Boost is and what the product does. So the first step in defining any campaign is geography. Where do you want your ads to be seen? So for our listing campaigns, the big thing about Boost is we automate the entire process. So since we're already receiving data from the local MLSs, we can auto-populate all of our information. And your brokerages already use or have the opportunity to use the InstaView product through Property Panorama. So you're already taking advantage of all those pictures being filtered in, the branding of that for the brokerage, and then the agent's information and lead generation. So with listing campaigns, so Boost provides two different types of campaigns, listing and agent campaigns. So I'm going to focus on the listing campaigns for right now. The first thing we do is we focus within a 15-mile radius of our listing address. What makes us unique is that you can adjust that. You can customize your campaigns to whatever you'd like. We're seeing a heavy flow of people advertising in different states, in different parts of the state. A lot of people in Texas are advertising in Arizona and California and places like that because you know, there's just a lot of movement right now with virtual work environments and things like that. So we are flexible. Our system is flexible for that, and it's easy to change. But the default setting is a 15-mile radius. And then our next step is the target audience. And how do we build that target audience? How do we understand who is interested in purchasing a home? So the first thing we'll look at is who's going to third-party real estate websites, such as Realtors, Zillow, Trulia, so on and so forth. But more importantly, it's not just, hey, okay, this person went to Realtor, because you know I'm a passive real estate onlooker. So every time I get a Realtor.com update, hey, a new home in the property, I take a look at it. But that doesn't mean I'm interested in buying it. So once they navigate away, what do they do after that? Are they looking at mortgage rates? Do they go to mortgage companies' websites? Do they go to a real estate website multiple times over and over again? So there's other data points that we look at to ensure that this person, hey, this person is looking to buy in the next 30 to 45 days. So let's start serving them ads. So the next thing is, the second step of that process is where we serve the ads. And this is where we really excel as an online behavioral company, because we understand, and that's what we research on a daily basis. Each person online has a different experience. It's unique to every single one of you on this call right now. So every single person on this call has different things they like to look up, whether it be shopping, whether it be travel, sports, whatever, what have you. Every single person goes to different websites, different apps, so on and so forth. So what we look to do is every single person is going to see your ad in what they do online. We're looking to place that ad in front of the people, on the sites or apps that they visit on a daily basis. And then every single one of our campaigns, regardless of listing or agents, receives Facebook placement. So the 3 Facebook placements we utilize are within the feed, in the right column, and within the Facebook marketplace. And because of this well-rounded approach, and because of our hyper focus on audience building and placement, we can achieve 3 to 5 times higher click-through rates. And that's not bluster. We truly do. We provide 3 to 5 times higher CTR based on national averages. And really, we have not run an A/B test yet against any of our competitors where we've lost that competition. So moving into what you receive on every Boost campaign, we rely on automation to quickly provide the digital marketing materials for every listing campaign and agent campaign alike. That we provide the digital marketing materials in about 1 hour from entry into your MLS. You automatically receive the interview tour through your subscription service, so you know all about that. All the images loaded into the MLS, branded tour, along with the agent picture information and lead generation forms. With Boost, the design is created for every campaign. The image selected is either the primary image that was assigned when entering into the MLS or the first image that was uploaded. Listing presentations, again, are a 15-mile radius, and the agent campaigns, you can select up to 3 zip codes for one low price, which we'll get into a little bit later, but that is a major difference, again, amongst our competitors. Within listing campaigns, people can click on the ads or taken to the interview tour or any site that you'd like. You don't have to take them to the interview tour. You can utilize your own websites, or you can also add your Matterport tours if you're using that. We do have, we consider it the interview tour a one URL solution because you can add all of your media links directly to your interview tour. So if you have a Matterport tour, if you have any seller disclosure documents you want to add to it, there's a media section within the interview tour that information can automatically be added to. Okay. Agent campaigns can be either sent to your agent profile page, which we'll get into here in a minute, or you can take them to your own website. Then, of course, the targeting is appropriate for the campaign. We're either going to look for likely buyers or buyers and sellers in the case of an agent campaign. And in the case of the agent campaign, you can also pick one or the other. So if you have a specialty, whether buyers or sellers, you can certainly just target those as well. So getting into the enterprise benefits, what we'll look at moving forward to the rest of the presentation, we'll look at how the brokerage itself benefits from having a fully automated online presence that is the same across the board. So we'll look at the just listed and just sold campaigns that we run, our open house campaigns, the agent campaigns with profile pages, audience segmented retargeting. We'll spend quite a bit of time on that here in the rest of the presentation. Recruitment campaigns, best digital marketing training. So we'll go over what we do and how we educate your agents on digital marketing. So getting into the enterprise package. So with every listing that's put into the system, we automatically run a 2-week display advertising campaign. So the first week of that 2 weeks is dedicated to a just listed campaign. So we're looking for, again, likely buyers using our audience data and then the placement data, and we're placing this in front of people that are interested or that have shown interest online in buying a property. Then once we move into the second week, we move it to so once the status within the MLS, goes from active to either pending or sold, depending on what the agreement is up front. So once that switch takes place within the MLS, we automatically start running a just sold campaign. And this goes out to likely buyers and sellers in that same area. Okay, so it's basically replacing, let's say, the just sold mailer that was sent out 10 years ago, but it's broadcasting to a much more targeted base and targeted area. So open house campaigns are very unique to us. I know that we're not running full on open house campaigns, or it's different in every area, but we do offer open house campaigns, and within the enterprise package, we run it quite differently. So what we do with open house campaigns is it is a 1-week-long campaign, but it's split into 2 different types of campaigns. So the first 4 days of the campaign is driving traffic to the open house. Again, it's targeting likely buyers in the area, that 15-mile radius, driving as much traffic as we possibly can to the open house. Then the last 3 days, so right after the campaign ends, we run it's a device targeting campaign. So every device, well, quite frankly, on the planet has a unique ID to it. So we can capture every ID, every device that enters into the property and serve ads to that person with more of a closing message, such as contact agent to make an offer or schedule a private showing. So what we're doing, and here's the 3 different ideas of an ad for the open house campaign. So the first one is obviously advertising the date and time of the open house. And then the next one, the device targeting, is more of a closing message. So we're trying to help the agent drive more traffic again, but actually getting more contact and more feedback directly into the agent and hopefully help them sell the home. So our agent campaigns, we really believe in the mantra of the advertising of today is the business of tomorrow. This is really where we separate ourselves from our competition. So within enterprise campaigns, all agents will automatically receive branding campaigns, so that they can take advantage of. So every single agent will be given a branding campaign that they can activate whenever they want. So it automatically targets buyers and sellers, or one or the other. And there's 3 major differences. The first difference is price, which we can email out later. But the big difference is there's no blackout zip codes. So when we were putting all this together ourselves in Property Panorama, the one crazy thing I always thought is that I don't know why anyone would be dictated to where they can advertise as far from an advertising company. So you dictate to us where you want to be advertised. You can choose up to 3 zip codes for the same fee. There is no additional cost. And again, we automatically include desktop, mobile, and Facebook within every single one of our campaigns. We don't charge extra for mobile or Facebook. We believe in a well-rounded approach to marketing, and that's really the only way that you can sustain and have a consistent marketing message from a display advertising standpoint. So the other advantage to it, believe it or not, so we have gone to a lot of conferences, NAR events, Boston, San Francisco, and association venues, and the number one answer we get to the question of why don't you do more display advertising to agents is they don't have a website. So what we have done, well, actually what Property Panorama has done is they are providing a website for every single agent within the enterprise package that they can take advantage of. So this is branded for the office, for the brokerage. It has the agent's contact information on. It is populated with their listings from the MLS, and it is a lead generating site. So we have completely populated a fully working and fully operational website that they can rely on, that every agent can rely on and drive traffic to. So I'd like to get in and talk some about retargeting. I don't know how many people know about or understand what retargeting is, but I'd like to speak about it because from an enterprise perspective, we utilize retargeting very heavily in all aspects in every campaign. And this is something very unique to the enterprise package that we automatically do. So 98% of people that land on your website for the first time do not do anything or make a decision at that point. They surf around, they navigate, they go to different pages, so on and so forth, but they don't make a decision. So they don't make a deciding factor or deciding action on your site. They don't fill out a form, they don't click to contact, they don't chat anyone. So what retargeting is once that person lands, they navigate around, then they navigate away from the site. Later, when they're surfing the web, phones, apps, wherever, we can serve ads to them to bring them back, to recapture that interest and bring that opportunity back to create them as a lead. So that is the most basic form of retargeting. We use it a lot. It's a very important piece to the success of the enterprise package. And what makes us a little bit unique and different is that we are highly focused on frequency rate as well. So what frequency rate is how many times people are seeing your ad. So as we probably all know, marketing is all about how many touches can you get on, how many marketing touches can you get on an individual. So you need anywhere from 8 to 12. So within our display advertising campaigns, we set a frequency rate of anywhere between 8 to 15 touches. Now, with our research, we're showing that anywhere around 10 to 11, so it's technically 10.4 in our research, but that we're seeing people, that's when they click on the ad. So what we utilize retargeting for and how much of it is through audience segmentation. So audience segmentation is essentially where people go on your page and then serving them appropriate ads based on what pages they went to on your website and how much time they spent on that page. So for instance, if somebody spends the most amount of time on a particular listing or an agent's page or the join our winning team page, we can serve ads directly to them after they navigate away for that specific product or service or listing or agent or recruitment ad. So that's where I'm looking at retargeting is such an important piece. Boost is all about a well-rounded approach to your display advertising, and we implement that strong push and pull strategy for recruitment in all of our enterprise campaigns. So the push is the behavioral. So the push is the behavioral targeting piece to drive exposure or ad traffic to the tour for listing agent pages or brokerage websites for listings or recruitment.
A lot of Christmas presents for the kids around.
And the pull is utilizing retargeting to serve the messaging to bring people back in to help the opportunity, to create the opportunity and turn it into a lead.
Hold on, Chris. Linda, can you mute your microphone, please? Linda Dietz. Thank you.
Okay, so getting into training and what we call Boost EDU. So first I wanted to actually talk about our customer success team. We're very focused on customer success. We have multiple different ways to get in touch with us, from phone, email, and chat systems. We take pride in getting back to you as soon as humanly possible and taking care of any needs. Within the enterprise package, we build in a how to use the system. You know, it is an automated system, but we do like agents and specifically managers or marketing managers, if your brokerage has one, to understand how to use our system. If they want to customize a particular campaign, excuse me, or anything like that, we like them to make sure everybody knows how to use the system. We have quarterly training webinars. These are very important. They're updates within our product and services that we provide. And they are also updates on display advertising as a whole, what we're seeing within the industry, how we're changing our placement activity, and so on and so forth. Then they're also educational, why agents should be using advertising online, using the most up-to-date marketing methods, and using that within the listing presentations that we provide to each agent. And then Boost EDU is provided to all agents within the brokerage, and they're really 30-second short snippet videos that we continually add to. Right now, you can get through all of Boost EDU in less than 10 minutes, but it's giving good terms and common terms and knowledge of display advertising. So when an agent is sitting down speaking to a potential client, they can speak knowledgeably about display advertising and be able to explain it to their client, so they can understand it. And then getting into some of the stats of your area in the San Antonio and Austin area, we've served in the last 6 months, we've served a little over 500,000 total impressions or views, with just over 3,100 clicks at a click-through rate of 0.63%. The national average is between 0.15 and 0.2. our competition in the A/B tests that we run, our competition, generally speaking, runs at around a 0.2. We generally run anywhere from a 0.5 to a 0.7, somewhere in that range. Again, it's because of that hyper focus on research. The beautiful part about our strategic partnership with Property Panorama is it gives us both the ability to focus on what we're experts in. Property Panorama is experts in digital marketing, but specifically technology and automation. We are experts in data management, online behavior, and placement. So that's a beautiful part about our relationship, and it's worked perfectly. Then the last part is what we'd love to do is set up consultations with everybody on the call to first, most importantly, go over what your digital advertising goals are. Are you currently using display advertising? Would you like to? Is it a feasible option for your company in how you target what your current client base is and how you target them? But we do like putting our money where our mouth is, running those A/B tests and showing you, looking at, look, this is the exposure you get here, here's the exposure you get with us, and matching the stats and running a apples to apples comparison. So last but not least, how to get in touch with me. To set up a consultation, please send me an email at cmyers@mydigitaladv.com, and I would respond with a scheduler link where you can schedule that consultation where your schedule permits. And that's it. I really appreciate your time to sit and listen, and I'll open the call to questions.
I've got a few questions if no one else wants to hop in.
Go for it, Mike.
Chris, first of all, you guys are partnering with Property Panorama, which is, I think, fantastic. What's the cost for this product? I saw there's a couple of add-ons that we can become more hyper-focused and stuff on there. I mean, what's my out-of-pocket going to cost, or is it include Property Panorama? Like, what's the deal with that?
So everything is accessed through propertypanorama.com, and the cost is, there is no add-ons. We do one flat fees. So listing rates range from $54.99 for 1 week, and then double that for 2 weeks at $109.98. And I can add that into this presentation if we're going to email it to everybody. This presentation was specifically for enterprise focus. And then 3 weeks is $144.99 and 4 weeks is $194.99. When you get into agent profile campaigns, they run longer because display advertising is more of a consistent approach to your marketing. So they're 3 month, 6 month, and 12-month campaigns, ranging from $390 to $1,000 for the entire year.
I feel like we have like this secret formula we can't let get to the bad guys, right? It seems like digital marketing used the right way could be great as far as bringing in like a higher conversion rate, right? From like our clicks or our advertising to making a sale. But at the same time, it's almost a little creepy too, right?
Well, to put some minds at ease, we don't know people's names, so that's not what the online behavior is. It's all about IP addresses and what people do online. So it's not, when I say people, there's obviously a person behind the IP address, but I can't tell you the name or well, I could tell you where they are, but not the name or any personal profile background. One question we get a lot is just that is, why, when somebody clicks on my ad, why am I not getting their information? And it's just that we don't know the person's information. And there is online and privacy policies that we have to follow, or online laws that we have to follow, and privacy laws. The other important piece of our system is that we automatically stream in the rules of each locality. So whether your locality mandates that you have your license on the ad, or from a national standpoint, we look at that as well.
Yeah,
We do not.
I'm pulling your leg. I'm pulling your leg about the creepy thing, because if we think that Google and Facebook and all that isn't already doing this type of behavior and analytics, we're wrong. So we should probably jump on board and use it to our advantage. So right now on the MLS, I enter my listing into the MLS. Within that night, Property Panorama pulls the data. They create the virtual tour as long as I have at least 5 photos on there, and they automatically do everything hands off for me. If we do this, if as a broker I decided I wanted to subscribe and have you guys do the digital marketing, is there something else I need to do in Property Panorama to get this going, or is it automated, or how much extra work would it be?
So there's no extra work so each individual agent within your brokerages has access to Boost right now. So you all have, through the agreement with the association, you all automatically get the InstaView tour, as you said. Now, the one thing is you have access to the InstaView tour. It's automatically emailed to you within an hour of it going live or active within the MLS. So you can click on that and automatically logs you into your Property Panorama account. And then there's just a big banner that says Boost. Click here to start your campaign, and then the campaign is automatically created for you. The designs, the targeting, and it automatically drives to your InstaView tour. Since you guys are a subscription already, you already received the full version of the InstaView tour, and so it would drive directly to that. From an enterprise standpoint, from a brokerage standpoint, what we were highlighting here today is how you can utilize it office-wide. How your agents already have access to it. They can use it right now. And we recommend going in and trying to break the software. And I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but that's what when I'm developing new applications, I always tell people, go try to break it. Because that's the way you learn how to use it. When you click on a Boost digital advertising button or that listing that say you want to boost, you can create as many campaigns as you want. You're not going to be charged for it. You can go in there and you can adjust the design if you want. You can adjust the targeting, so on and so forth. And it would just be saved as a draft within your My Campaign section of your Property Panorama account. You're not charged for anything until you actually go through the multi-step process of putting it in your cart and agreeing to our terms and services and so on and so forth. So I highly encourage everybody to go on and test it and, quite frankly, try to break it. You're not going to break it, but try to at least, because that's the best way you'll learn on how to create these campaigns.
Chris, Peggy Jones has a question. She was raising her hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. Let me see people. Please go right ahead.
I didn't want to interrupt. So my question is this. So I went and looked at hats online on Google. I was searching for, let's say, a newsboy cap. This actually happened last night. I'm sorry, that damn dog. And then I clicked on Facebook, and lo and behold, I suddenly started getting all of these different things through the Facebook feed line on not only hats, but specifically newsboy caps. So my question to you, does this work exactly the same way as that stalking Facebook thing?
Yeah. So that's the retargeting. That's that audience segmentation that I was talking to you about. That is included in the enterprise portion or package. That is retargeting. So behavioral targeting is more based on it. So behavioral targeting would absolutely pick up the fact that you were searching for hats or those particular types of hats. So in the real estate world, if somebody Googled, for instance, looking for 3-bedroom homes in San Antonio, or a specific zip code or something along those lines, and it fell into the geographic region, we would be able to pick up that data and understand that, okay, that's where that search came from, and this same IP or the same area also was looking at mortgage rates and went to Realtor or Zillow.com, and then they were also looking at a mortgage company. Okay, this person is a serious potential buyer. Let's serve ads to this person for this listing, and then it drives people to the InstaView tour. So what you were experiencing last night, Peggy, was actually retargeting, or specifically audience segmentation. and we utilize that. But from it's also heavily on the behavioral side as well.
So I will say, number one, I've already sent you an email. And number two, that's very powerful. Like, you have a lot of power. That's a little bit intimidating, but cool. So call me later.
I certainly will, Peggy. Thank you. And I will tell you that it's like the Spider-Man quote, with great power comes great responsibility. That the thing is that what makes it unique is that everybody that has access to the same data. It's just understanding how to use it, how it's disseminated and put together, and then how it's used. So that's where we spend a lot of time in understanding of how to use this data, and then how to place it in front of people.
Thank you, Chris.